here are some really great examples of using your unique branding and not using those boom logos or that boom branding or word marks, as this says. So you use the subject area, the season, the content area. We are encouraging publishers to do that. So if you have a boom cards logo on your cover, you are welcome to not use that because we do want you to show that you are a unique store, you are a unique brand. So again, we want to encourage you to do that. Go ahead, John.
I was just gonna at least just ask if using them in TPT, you don't have to use our trademark, everyone. That's not, it's in rare instances would I actually use it. I just because it gets really busy on the covers, I would keep it off as much as possible. If you don't need it, don't use it. That's kind of the way I would do it.
Yes, I agree. So yes, I think that it was a question, does the trademark extend to other websites? So yes, we do want to encourage you to not use it as much as possible. If you decide that you are going to use it, we will go through some examples of if you decided you absolutely must.
And one of the reasons why, you know, as Boom grew out of COVID and the company changed logos and changed, how they were marking things and the company name changed, there's been a ton of changes. Because your stores are independent, I would leave them as independent as possible. You're on the Boom platform, people know where you are, what they're getting. And if you're not on the Boom platform, if you're on TPT, it might get confusing to the customers. Like, is this TPT? Is it Boom? What am I looking at? So I wouldn't overuse our trademark. If you don't need it, don't use it. It's kind of my take.
So here are some examples if you are using the logo. We are asking that it doesn't mix with the brand logo that you already have. So Grammar Galaxy is this store. Don't put Boom Grammar Galaxy. Don't mix it. You have your own, it's your own brand font. It's making it look like you own Boom. That's not what we want. Also consider this, we'll go over some of the logos in a minute, but the logo on the bottom is taking up a very large corner. We don't want that, so make sure that it is small, and we'll talk about sizing in just a moment here too. And then it is also placed on a background, and then there's an image that overlaps that logo, which is something that we don't want to see. So if you have a really busy background or it's overlaid on a iPad, I see a lot of that. Just make sure that it is on its own corner and it's clear all the way around the logo. That there is a spot for it. It doesn't have to be a color background. It can be a white background. It can be a blue background, but a solid color is what we are looking for. And then another note I just want to point out is if you are deciding to use a logo, you only should use one. You do not need to use two. So I see some logos on covers that have 2 or 3 different Boom logos, and that is not needed at all. But again, we want to encourage you to focus on your own store, your own brand, and stay away from our logos as much as possible. With that being said, since we did talk about us going through registering our trademark, we have updated our logos. So we will ask that you do not distort those images. That's kind of like stretching it, making it kind of blurry. I will reach out to stores if I do see that. But those dimensions are listed there, and those examples that are really, really small, kind of in that corner. That is about that size that it should be. And it'll look different on every, square image versus this rectangle that you're seeing here. So those are the sizes that we are asking, that if you decide to use those logos, that those stay about those sizes, and not smaller than that. Just a quick reminder, you are not allowed to use any of these logos. These are reserved for Boom use only, including, which I will call myself out on, this Boom B that's in a circle logo. I was using it on my store. I had to update all my covers because I was not aware that I needed to do that. So that Boom B in a circle is not allowed. It is only allowed in that square. So we just want to make sure that you are doing that. The next thing that I'm excited to share about is that any legacy deck, anything that was created prior to October 1st, is grandfathered in. I'm very excited to share that because I understand many of us have been on the platform for years and have thousands of decks, and it could be really, really hard to update all those decks. So we're just requesting that as of October 1st this year, we ask that you've updated those last decks that you've posted in the last 7 days or so. And then if you continue with that and not update your decks, again, that disclaimer is going to be already on your store. So you are totally fine there. You are good to go. And then any new or substantially revised decks must follow these guidelines as of October 1st.